Hello everyone and welcome to match number 1 of Saga Never Tomb between Daniel and Andrew. Andrew is going to be rocking the Honey Badger Revival. First shot down the lane for him. Pretty straight down the middle, almost a Brooklyn strike. It's left of the pocket and leaves the 10 pin. Those of you who bowl and are right-handers know this is not an easy spare to pick up, even though it's just a 1 pin spare. Right-handers do not like to see this spare, but Andrew lines it up, throws it from the left side, and pretty easily picks up the 10 pin. So he starts off the match with a 9 spare, and now I'll be up rocking the Motive Pride tier 3 ball. Pretty easy to adjust with it. I think I started off throwing a little bit far left, but anyway, shot goes down the lane. Looks pretty good, but it's a little high as you can see, and therefore leaves the 6 and the 10 pin. The way that you want to pick this up is to kind of hit the right side of the 6 pin so the ball can just pick up the 10 and the 6 on its own. You can't hit the left side of the 6 to try to knock it into the 10, but ideally I think the better shot is to hit the right side of the 6 pin. But anyway, shot goes down with the Tank Rampage. Doesn't get far enough left and ends up just knocking the 10 pin and missing the 6. So first open frame for me. Then frame number 1, leaving the score 10-9. Those of you who understand bowling know that Andrew's spare last frame will double his shot here. So he'll look to strike and hopefully take a 21 pin lead over me. Excuse me, sorry, my throat's a little choked up. Anyways, his shot goes down the lane, pretty nice strike, flush with the pocket, and takes a 30-9 lead over me. So yeah, dug myself a little bit of a hole here already after the first frame, but just gotta move forward. First shot goes down the lane for me. Second frame, and a little high, but is able to pick up the strike. Nice little bounce back from the open frame in the first frame. Andrew will line up his first shot of the third. Alright, as he lines it up, see how the shot looks going down the lane. There it goes. It's pretty good. Nice flush strike again. He hits a double. And now his next shot will be tripled the first shot of his 4th frame. And now it goes back to me. Let's get another strike after opening in the first frame. Line up the shot. Goes down lane. Looks pretty good. It's a tad slow though and kind of hits the pocket really high. And that leaves a split for us. 3, 6, 7, 10. This is not something you want to see as a bowler, but the ideal way to try to pick this up is to try to hit the right side of the 3 pin, knock out the 6 and the 10, and try to slide it over, hit the 7. Pretty good attempt there, but not able to pick up the 7. Not much you can do about that there. Pretty good attempt though. Excuse me. In Andrew's arsenal, he's also rocking the Storm Phase 2 and the Storm Axiom Pearl. And for me, rocking the Top Thrill as well as the Pride. Alright, first shot of the 5th frame. Andrew's shot goes down. Looks pretty good, but somehow misses the 9 pin. Pretty easy spare to pick up though, so I'll look to grab this spare using the Storm Mix to pick it up. Alright, shot goes down the lane. It's pretty good. Picks it up. I believe he actually threw the Axiom Pearl for that shot. Yeah, still picks it up. First shot of the 5th for me. Excuse me. I think it's the fourth frame. The fourth frame, sorry. Fourth frame. Pretty good shot. Flush with the pocket, nice strike. The score is now showcasing a 79-47 lead. Andrew, so that pretty nice lead for him to start off with 2 open frames for me. If he keeps this game clean, he should have it in the bag already, but just needs to keep decent count. All right, now the first shot of the 5th frame goes on the lane for Andrew. Ooh, looked pretty good to me, but somehow leaves the 4-pin, I believe that is. Really unfortunate. Or is it the 2-pin? That might be the 2-pin. Sorry guys, I'm kind of recording from an outside angle, so it's kind of hard to see. But Andrew's shot goes on the lane. He misses the 2-pin. Wow.
Why?
Interesting.
It's easier to hook it into it than to throw it.
All right. Nice way to help me dig back out of the hole I dug myself into. But first shot for me. Goes down the lane. Nice little full strike again. Sorry, I have a tendency to move to the right after I throw my shot, so I sometimes move in the way of it. Unfortunately, it's just a tendency that I have. I can't really control it, but Andrew begins to line up his first shot of the 6th frame. Has a solid 30-point lead. Up goes down. Nice strike for him. Pretty flush from the pocket. And after that open though, he has 10 pins for that frame. Moves to 1 of 767 lead for him, but I also have doubles, so this shot's going to triple for me. So with this shot, I can cut his lead to 20, I believe. And that's a strike right there. So that's 30 pins for me, and that moves me down to actually a 10 pin lead for Andrew. Andrew lines up his first shot up for the 7th frame. Goes down the lane, and another pretty left shot. Leaves the 3-pin. Pretty easy spare to get, so nothing to worry too greatly about for him. Looks like he will throw the honey badger at that one. Picks it up pretty easily. And, he moves to a 12-pin lead. Then I strike here and the lead from him to actually even, I believe. With that strike, that puts us at a 127 tie. Yes. Although technically I have my first shot tripled next one, so I'm actually up. But his first shot of the 8th goes down the line and leaves the 4 and the 7. Pretty easy spare to get behind him. Just gonna throw up from the right side of the lane and curve it into the pins. Just on the lane and picks up that spare pretty easily. So with that shot, having a 4-bagger on the board, I can now take the lead here with this shot. With a strike, and goes on the lane. It's pretty good, and a nice explosive strike for a 5-bagger for me. And with that shot, I then take a lead for Andrew. Shot of the 9th goes down for him. 7. See how getting strikes in a row is good for you. He's actually a frame ahead of me, and he's only 2 pins ahead to score. So you can see the lead I have by getting several strikes in a row. Looks like he's able to pretty easily pick up that spare, and he can now get 40 pins in the 10th frame. Me working on a 5-bagger in the 9th frame. Shot goes down the lane. It's a little high and leaves the 6-10. Shot that I missed earlier. Hopefully it'll be better this time. I will be throwing the Tank Rampage at this one to pick up the spare. Excuse me. And that will leave me 40 pins extra to pick up the 10th if I strike out. Shot goes down. Gets it this time. That time still didn't even attempt it. Still a way to pick it up by hitting the left of the 6 pin to knock it into the 10. But anyways, I now move with a 23 pin lead into the 10th. First shot goes on the lane for Andrew and gets the strike. But unfortunately, he's got some work to do. Even if he strikes out, I look to just need good counts in the 10th to take the win, as he only has he's actually down by 3 pins, even with 1 shot down in the 10th. So he can only get 20 more pins to finish. So even if he does get that, though, I'll only need good count to finish. And he gets 6, I believe. Not sure if there's a sleeper back there or not, but it looks like 6 on that shot. And after picking this up, he can finish with a 192. Picks it up, and his game finishes with a 92. With me sitting at 185 and a spare, I will only need
Basically won. I needed a fucking turkey to give it something.
4 pins to win. The spare sitting there. Let's see how it goes. 4 pins to win the game. First shot goes down. Ooh, looks a little high, and it hits high. And I'll leave the same exact lead that I left in the 3rd frame. The 3, 6, 7, 10 is left standing once again for me. And once again, I'll try to hit the right side of the 3 pin to try to knock it into the 7, and the ball should hopefully pick up the 6 and 10. Unfortunately, gets a little too far right. Actually picks up the 6, 7, 10, but does leave the 3. And that will put me at 200, and the next score is 200 to 192. And I win by 8 pins, so thank you guys for watching.